Hey everybody, and welcome back to another lecture with Coding with Roby. And in the last lecture, we abstracted the layout.html file to be able to keep consistency among all of our HTML files. Now, typically with the layout.html file, it's going to be mostly handling all the scripts, the CSS, to make sure all of the parent HTML attributes are the same. But I think we can do a little bit more abstraction. So in this lecture, we're going to create the navbar.html file. So let's start by right-clicking on our templates page and creating a new HTML file called navbar.html. And now inside our navbar.html file, let's remove all of the boilerplate code. Let's jump back into our layout.html file. Let's grab everything that defines our navbar. Cut it out. And let's place it in our navbar.html file. So let's go over what's going on. We have our navbar.html file, which has our navbar component, and our layout.html file is going to have all of our predefined code. However, we're doing this just to abstract the navbar code out of our layout.html code. However, we still want every time layout.html is called to pass in our navbar.html. So just like we did in our login.html, to include our layout code, we're going to do the same thing with layout to include our navbar. We can accomplish this by saying bracket bracket 2% include 2 single quotation marks navbar.html file. And now let's save our application. If we open up our application and we say refresh, we can see that nothing changes, and that's exactly what we want to happen. We don't want anything to change. That just means that our navbar is now getting rendered properly within our layout.html. So when one of our files like home.html calls layout.html, it calls it to render before this file is called. Inside our layout.html, we have all of our predefined HTML code of our CSS, our body tag, our body ending tag, our scripts, and inside we're saying, hey, inside our block content and our end content, we can add in our HTML files. And then we're saying we also just want to include our navbar.html file every time layout is called. This just helps with abstraction of our HTML files. This wraps up this lecture on creating a navbar.html file, and I will see you in the next video.